Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Thursday, May 23rd. Checking in now with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl, who has a look at our early morning forecast. Good morning over there, Bill.
Hi, Alexandra. Other than a few isolated showers far north early this morning, it's shaping up to be a pretty nice Thursday across the region. Now, yesterday, highs were in the low to mid 70s for most. Pretty seasonable day. 69 was the high in Eau Claire. It was breezy, though. And then we had those widely scattered showers and a few thunderstorms later in the afternoon and into last evening, but not everybody saw those. Just some passing clouds for most this morning. 74 and 56, the numbers from yesterday. Just a trace of rain out at the La Crosse airport. So pretty on track in terms of those averages of 75 and 53. 92 and 31 are the records for today. So taking a look at the radar again, just some isolated showers over the next maybe 1 or 2 hours, generally north of Eau Claire, mainly impacting far northern parts of Dunn County, also Chippewa and Rusk counties, maybe parts of Clark County as well. But most of us dry with just some passing clouds. Current temperatures 53 in Eau Claire, 52 in La Crosse, some 40s in Sparta and Black River Falls, 50 in Prairie du Chien. And it's going to be warmer today and not as breezy with partly cloudy skies, highs in La Crosse around 81 degrees. So pretty nice Thursday shaping up. I will have more information on my 8-day forecast that's coming up in just a few minutes.
New this morning, if you planned on riding your ATV or UTV in Clark County over the weekend, you might have to adjust those plans. All of the ATV trails in the county are closed for the foreseeable future, while crews continue to clean up from Tuesday's storm. The county says the Knobby Ridge Off-Road Motorcycle Trail is also closed. Campgrounds and the Wild Rock Horse Trails will remain open while the area gets cleaned up. La Crosse's yard waste and brush site will stay open today for those who are still cleaning up from Tuesday's storms. According to the city, residents can drop off brush from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. Only branches less than 8 inches in diameter count as brush. Logs, tree trunks, and stumps have to be taken to the county landfill on State Highway 16. After the yard waste and brush site closes today, it won't reopen until next Tuesday. If there's an issue with a boulevard tree, call the Parks and Forestry Department at the number on your screen. Family members of Uvalde's school shooting victims have announced they've settled a lawsuit against the city for $2 million. The shooting almost 2 years ago left 19 students and 2 teachers dead. Officers killed the teenage gunman in a classroom after waiting for more than an hour to confront him. The group also says they're filing lawsuits against dozens of Texas Department of Public Safety officers and the school district. The families of several Israeli hostages kidnapped by Gaza on October 7th have released new video footage in an effort to pressure the government to reach a deal to release their loved ones. This comes as the UN says new aid is finally reaching the territory. And a warning for you, some of the images in this story are graphic. Naomi Ruckham has the details.
In a desperate plea to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the families of 5 Israeli women abducted from a military base on October 7th have released graphic footage from that day. These images, captured from the video, show the young soldiers bound and bloody, ushered into a vehicle at gunpoint. The 5 women are believed to be in Hamas captivity. In Gaza, the UN World Food Program says the U.S.-built pier is now up and running, with the first deliveries of humanitarian aid being handed out amid warnings of starvation in the territory. International pressure to end the war is mounting. On Wednesday, the leaders of Norway, Ireland, and Spain announced they are recognizing a Palestinian state.
We do so because we believe in freedom and justice as the fundamental principles of international law.
In the U.S., the Biden administration says they are closely monitoring the expanded operation into the southern Gaza city of Rafah.
What we have seen so far in terms of Israel's military operations in that area has been more targeted and limited. We now have to see what unfolds from here.
Pro-Palestinian protests continue on college campuses. Swarthmore College moved its graduation ceremony off campus after an encampment set up on the college lawn.
Today, the leaders of UCLA, Northwestern, and Rutgers universities are scheduled to testify before Congress on their responses to the protests and a rise in anti-Semitism. Bond has been set for a non-Alaska man accused of delivering drugs that led to an overdose death. 33-year-old Aspen Kalina is held on a $500,000 cash bond. He's facing multiple charges, including first-degree reckless homicide. Kalina was already out on bond for previous charges at the time of the incident. He's due back in court June 17th. Happening today, Senator Tammy Baldwin is expected to call on her fellow senators to pass a bipartisan border bill. The Democratic senator says the proposed bill would do three things: secure the border, stop the flow of fentanyl into the U.S., and fix a broken immigration system. The initial package was blocked back in February after pushback from top House Republicans and former President Donald Trump. Senator Baldwin says when voting on the new version of the border bill today, she wants her fellow senators to remember that making progress is more important than party lines.
Is this perfect? Well, no. But would it be a huge step in the right direction? Yes. I nor anyone got everything that we wanted in this bill. But in this instance, we cannot let the perfect be the enemy of the good, and we can't allow politics to win out over progress.
President Biden has endorsed the border bill, but it's unlikely it will receive the 60 votes it needs to advance. The chair of the St. Croix County Democratic Party is running for state senate. Paul Hambleton will seek election in Senate District 10, which now covers parts of St. Croix, Pierce, Pepin, Buffalo, and Trumpelow counties. The retired teacher and union organizer said in a release it's time for a change after 2 decades of Republican majorities. The time now is 6:05. Still ahead on your morning news. U.S. vehicles are now older than ever on average. The FCC considers new rules for political ads, and TikTok launches a social impact campaign. And your Memorial Day barbecue might cost you a little more this year. We'll tell you what to expect when you fire up the grill, coming up in your consumer news. For now, we're sending you to break with some things to put the good in your morning. Scientists say they've found where the sun's magnetic field originates. If it's been a minute since your last science class, the sun has a powerful magnetic field that creates sunspots on the star's surface and unleashes solar storms. But exactly how that magnetic field is generated inside the sun is a puzzle that has vexed astronomers for centuries. A new theory says that, in contrast to previous research that assumed the sun's magnetic field originates from deep within the celestial body, the source is likely much closer to the surface. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news is after the break.
Ashley's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Shop our biggest selection of hot buys, cool deals. Plus, get 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase on all in-store purchases. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
Every week, it costs more to feed my family. Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
Spruce up your lawn with help from Menards. Plus, get an 11% rebate on everything. Find everything from lawn bags to fertilizer, gardening tools, and more. Works Outdoor Power Tools have everything you need to maintain your yard. They're perfect to get the job done quick and easy. Right now, this Works 20-volt cordless string trimmer, edger, and leaf blower combo kit is just $109.99 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
From sunup to sundown, Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing the Cooley region for 59 years. Whether you are in La Crosse, La Crescent, Onalaska, West Salem, or Holman, take comfort that our trusted staff solves all your heating and cooling problems with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Be ready for the summer heat. Call Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning for your AC clean and check today. Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local train dealer. It's hard to stop a train.
Hi, I'm Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. The brand new 2024 models have arrived, and we could not be more excited to get you on yours. In addition to a bunch of cool new colors, our Street Glides and Road Glides are completely redesigned for 2024. The all-new Street Glide and Road Glide feature a brand new fairing design, LED lights, upgraded engine, and a brand new 9-inch touchscreen display, plus more. Stop by Great River Harley or come out to one of our events and experience the ride for yourself.
Hi, Mike on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln, in Winona. Right now, we're doing an Escape blowout. Brand new from $26,990, and that's less than a used one. Sugarloaf Ford never messes around on pricing. $26,990 for brand new all-wheel drive Escapes, and they're loaded. Low or no down payments and payments you can afford. We have less than 10 left, so they won't last long at this price. Bring your trade, don't waste any time, and get to the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln, Winona.
Ashley's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Save big on adjustable mattress sets from Beautyrest Black, Purple, and Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get 0% interest for 72 months with select in-store mattress purchases for better sleep and savings. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com.
Welcome back and a good Thursday morning to it. It is 6:09. A check of the Schoolcast does include a warmer day, dry for most. We do have a few isolated showers far north this morning. 54 at 7 a.m., 74 by lunchtime, 81 for the afternoon high. So a fairly warm Thursday shaping up. Good day for outdoor plans, including taking the dog for a walk. I think Finn heard me say it's going to be a nice day. I love the head tilt there. Finn hoping to walk with Kaylee at some point. It's going to be warmer today and not as breezy as yesterday either, which is some good news. We've got a few clouds approaching from the west. Dry and warmer today. A couple rounds of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Unfortunately, a chance of showers on Sunday and Memorial Day, especially on Sunday. Now, checking the radar this morning, again, a few isolated hit and miss showers north of Eau Claire, impacting parts of Dunn, Chippewa, eventually Rusk County, portions of Clark County as well. The rest of us dry with just some passing clouds. Now, temperatures this morning starting in the 40s and 50s, 53 in Eau Claire, 50 in Winona, 52 in La Crosse, 50 in Prairie du Chien, low to mid 40s in Sparta and Black River Falls. So that isolated shower early this morning far north, otherwise partly cloudy, warmer and not as breezy. Highs in La Crosse around 81 degrees. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast that's coming up in about 3 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, the average age of vehicles in the U.S. has hit a record high. According to a report from S&P Global Mobility, the average age of cars and light trucks on the road is now 12.6 years. The company says that's up 2 months from last year. That likely translates to a business boom for repair shops, since older vehicles will need more maintenance. The Federal Communications Commission is taking first steps to require disclaimers about the use of artificial intelligence in political ads. The FCC's chairwoman is calling on FCC commissioners to support regulating AI in such messages. That regulation wouldn't ban the use of AI, it would only require the ads to disclose such technology was in fact being used. Election law already forbids misrepresenting other candidates or political parties. TikTok is introducing the Changemakers program, made up of 50 purpose-driven creators from around the world. The social media app will help those 50 creators reach new audiences to unlock opportunities through resources and donations. TikTok is also donating more than $1 million to more than 30 nonprofit organizations. Your Memorial Day cookout will cost you more this year. Big surprise there, right? Ground beef prices are up compared to last year, so just how much can you expect to spend on food? Jen Sullivan crunches the numbers for us.
If you're planning on hosting a barbecue this Memorial Day weekend, higher food prices may burn a hole in your wallet. The price of some barbecue basics are higher this year than last year. Expect to pay more for hamburgers. According to the latest data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the national average of a pound of uncooked ground beef is $5.56. That's about 31 cents higher than last year when prices were at $5.25. So if you want to cook 5 one-pound burgers, that's going to cost you about $28 just for the meat. Steak is seeing the biggest spike in prices. On average, a beef steak will cost you about $10.75 a pound compared to around $9.96 last year. That's a 79-cent increase. Your cheaper options are pork chops, costing roughly $4.24 per pound, and boneless chicken breast, which is about $4.06 per pound. Other summer staples like alcohol will also cost you more. A 16-ounce malt beverage like beer is slightly more this year at $1.78. A liter of wine will cost you about 36 cents more this year at $13.66. There is some good news. Milk and egg prices are down from this time last year.
That's it for your morning consumer news. The time now is 6:13. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl for a look at today's forecast.
Well, as I mentioned yesterday, the National Weather Service was conducting storm surveys to find out if indeed some tornadoes occurred in the area, and they found 4. They have confirmed 4 tornadoes occurred in our viewing area, all EF1s. Wind speeds range from 90 to 105 miles per hour. One in Winona County impacting the Rolling Stone area, one in Buffalo County right near Cochrane, a very brief one, only on the ground for about a minute or two in Trempealeau County, 5 miles east of Arcadia, and the 4th one up in Clark County in the village of Unity. So again, that's why it was kind of a touch and go situation late Tuesday afternoon and into Tuesday evening with not only the line of strong to severe storms rolling through, but that tornadic threat as well. All right, much quieter this morning. We've got some clouds off to the west there, 52 degrees at the airport and downtown. Winds out of the south-southeast at 5 and the Mississippi dropping 7.74 feet. Cloudy for you folks in Eau Claire, 53 with some showers just to your north. Winds out of the south-southeast at 6 and the Chippewa River is on the rise thanks to the recent rainfall. Current temperatures in the 40s and 50s to start, 40 in Sparta, 44 in Black River Falls, 50 in Winona, 55 in Decorah, and 50 in Prairie du Chien. Winds are calm for many, but if they are blowing generally from the south at around 5 to 8 miles per hour. So just a few isolated showers early this morning, trucking across far northern parts of the viewing area, impacting parts of Dunn, Chippewa, Rusk, and Clark counties. Otherwise dry for most with just some passing clouds. And looking upstream, another system pulling out of the northern Rockies. This is the one that will bring a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Now, Sky Tracker is showing mainly dry conditions for today with partly cloudy skies. Tonight, clear to start, but then clouds increase after midnight and a chance of showers and thunderstorms as we head into Friday morning. One round blows through at that time, and then another round of showers and thunderstorms likely tomorrow afternoon and early tomorrow evening before those shift to the east with clearing skies overnight and into our Saturday. There's an outside chance for a strong to isolated severe storm, primarily southeastern parts of the viewing area. It's just a level 1 risk. Again, I'm expecting 2 rounds tomorrow, but the better chance for some of these stronger storms would be with the afternoon and early evening activity. Gusty winds and hail would be the primary threats. Could also see another quarter to maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain plus with the rounds of storms tomorrow. Now, temperatures today will be warmer, right around 80 or 81 degrees in the La Crosse area, and pretty much all of our 65 locations here will see highs in the mid-70s to lower 80s, most spots between about 75 and 81 degrees. Beautiful Thursday shaping up. So for today, other than that shower chance far north early this morning, partly cloudy and warmer, 81 for the high. Clouds increase late tonight, milder, 61 for the low. Couple rounds of showers and storms, as I mentioned, tomorrow, 72. Saturday, dry, 75. Unfortunately, some rain chances Sunday and Memorial Day, especially on Sunday. Cooler highs in the 60s. Slight chance on Memorial Day, a high of 70. Dry, low 70s next Tuesday and Wednesday. Slight chance of showers and storms next Thursday, a high of 76. And dry and warmer next Friday, highs around 80. But boy, 81 today. Beautiful day to get out and enjoy. Alexandra?
Time now is 6:17. Still ahead on your morning news. As summer approaches, more time in the sun raises the risk of skin cancer. After the morning sports blitz, we'll share tips for spotting melanoma on darker skin tones.
Playoff time on the softball circle, plus the T-Wolves were looking to start the Western Conference Finals with a win. All that coming up in the blitz.
It's Home Seasonal Concepts Memorial Day Patio Sale. Get 10% off sale prices like this patio set for just $13.49. Or get no interest financing for 3 years. And get a free cornhole game with patio purchase of $9.99. The Memorial Day Patio Sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Tammy Baldwin is a hypocrite. During COVID, she told us to stay home, but used your money to fly to New York to live with her girlfriend at her lavish multi-million-dollar apartment. Baldwin pretends she's for Wisconsin, then jets off to Hollywood to raise money from celebrities. And Baldwin says she's cleaning up Congress, but hires lobbyists to her D.C. staff. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
At Taco John's, we've got beef with other places that start with frozen beef. That's why we start with only 100% American never frozen beef, simmered in our signature spice blend. Say no to thaw and yes to 100% American beef at Taco John's.
Life
happens. When people hit bumps in the road, Family and Children's Center is here to help. FCC offers mental health support with 20 different programs, support for hurts, heartaches, and hardships. Because life happens, contact FCC Outpatient Therapy at fcconline.org.
Every week it costs more to feed my family. Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
During the Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to $1,200 off Beautyrest Black adjustable sets. Pay no interest for 5 years and get a free gas grill. Plus, get free delivery and setup on Beautyrest Black mattresses. The Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
Hi, everyone! You ready for more of that good news? Yeah.
This is your family. You're not anywhere else other than right here, and I feel that.
Let's bring it.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8. The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Welcome to the Blitz. Wednesdays are usually an off day when it comes to high school sports here in Wisconsin. Not yesterday, though. The playoffs were postponed on Tuesday. Softball weather yesterday. Let's start in D1. Lacrosse hosting Waunakee. Carmen Peterson doing what she's done all season. That's dominate in the circle. Big time punch out on the first. Same story in the second. Riverhawks get out of a jam. And then it's Central looking to put one on the board. Talk about a statement swing. Look where this one winds up. Brianna Mayer gets all of this one and then some. Solo shot for Mayer. Mobbed at home by her teammates. Riverhawks go in front. The home team looking for more. Runner on third now for Alyssa Brixon. She's going to line one down the left field line. That's going to score another run. Central goes up by 2. And how about Mayer again coming up clutch? This time with 2 on, she goes back up the box for a base hit. Both runners come in to score, makes it 4-0 Central. And Grace Blagan adding to it. She grounds one through for a base hit. 2 more runs are going to come in. Riverhawks running away with it. That made it 6-0 Central. And everything going right in this one. Elena Wagner to right field. That's a fair ball. Central scores another one. Riverhawks get the win 7-1. They'll take on Middleton later today. Few minutes down the road in D3, Aquinas hosting Stanley Boyd in their regional matchup. Blue Gold's going to work in the 4th. Lauren Von Ruden's RBI single puts Aquinas up 5-2, and the girls in white just getting started. Still in the 4th, Abby Zielkowski flies one to center, more than deep enough to score another run. Claire Miller races home to make it 6-2, and the floodgates start opening up. Ava Scholes stings one to left. That's going to be trouble. 2 more runs coming to score. Blue Gold's plate 4 in the inning, take an 8-2 lead. How about the Aquinas defense in this one? Top 5. Look at Tessa Miskowski going all out to snag this one in center. Great grab by the junior, and more great Blue Gold defense, this time from Ellie Clark, laying out to make the catch. All Aquinas in this one. Blue Gold's doing it all. Bats were red hot. A 13-3 win over Stanley Boyd. Aquinas keeps its season alive. Blue Golds will host GET later on tonight. Let's go to the hardwood. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Timberwolves hosting Dallas. Mavs go on a 13-0 run late. Luka Doncic with a 7-0 run of his own. Dallas would go in front by 8, but back come the Timberwolves. Less than 5 minutes to play now. Wolves down just 2 until Karl Anthony Towns knocks down the straightaway 3. Big-time bucket puts Minnesota back on top, but Luka heating up when his team needed it the most. He led all scorers with a game-high 33 points. Mavs steal game 1 on the road, 108-105. Brewers looking to make it 2 out of 3 over Miami. They had their ace on the hill, but Freddie Peralta makes a mistake in the first. Jazz Chisholm makes them pay for it. Long solo homer puts the Marlins in front. Peralta would settle down and go 7, giving up that 1 run, but the Brewers offense was silent in this one. Marlins shut out Milwaukee 1-0 the final. Brewers head to Boston on Friday night. Twins looking to make it 2 straight in DC. Top 2, Max Kepler crushes this ball deep to right field. That ain't coming back. Solo shot puts Minnesota on the board. and the Twins keep it that way. Carlos Correa is going to double the lead in the 6th. Tape measure shot to left, his 4th homer of the year, makes it 2-0 Minnesota. Twins make it 2 in a row as they hold on for the win, 3-2. That's going to do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Here at the Y, we offer more than just a job. We offer the chance to make a difference in a fun, flexible environment where our mission and core values drive every decision we make. Join us in this amazing work. For specific positions and details, visit our website.
Giving a woman heartbreaking news that her baby has no chance of survival and giving them the option of having an abortion is one of the hardest parts of my job. Politicians like Donald Trump shouldn't be getting in between me and my patients.
We terminated Roe v. Wade.
My patients are worried. They're asking me, what is he going to try to take away next? If Trump was reelected, it would be devastating for women's health care.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's where you'll find the best furniture in the area. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, the prices are better than ever. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, 24-month financing, and even free gas. You'll find incredible savings on furniture for every room in your home. From Daniels Amish, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Stressless, all on sale. Great sale prices, 24-month financing, and even free gas. The Memorial Day sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Hello, Eau Claire. I work for Nomo. Our official name is Nomo Smart Care. We're getting ready to launch Nomo coast to coast, but we're starting here in Eau Claire first. You guys get to learn about Nomo before anybody else and how Nomo can help your family. You're going to see messages on TV and on social media, and we're doing community events. So come say hi. We're excited about Nomo, and we're excited to be in Eau Claire. Nomo Smart Care, N-O-M-O Smart Care.
Transform your home in one weekend and get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Menards offers a great selection of Cabot stains to bring your wood projects to life. Cabot Australian Timber Oil is perfect for decks, railings, siding, and outdoor furniture. It enriches the color and wood grain while providing maximum penetration, durability, and water repellency. Get a gallon today for $49.98. Plus, get an 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Visit Cooley Cards and Gaming in Onalaska. Whether you're looking to buy or sell basic or investment level sports, trading, or gaming cards, Cooley Cards and Gaming is your place. If you're more into autographed or game-used sports memorabilia, we have it all. Weekly trading card tournaments and beginner games on Sundays. We're open 7 days a week, so stop on in.
Come on down to Cooley Cards and Gaming to turn your old cars to cash and explore our shelves for exciting additions to your collection. Your cars deserve a new adventure, and so do you.
Located in Valley Plaza, Onalaska.
Here at the Y, we offer more than just a job. Experience the personal satisfaction that comes from nurturing the potential of youth and teens, improving our community's health and well-being, and providing support to our neighbors. Join us in this amazing work.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
In your morning medical news, if you're still waiting to get a free COVID-19 vaccine, you only have a few months before a federal program to do so ends. The Bridge Access Program for low-income Americans will end in August. The program first launched last year, and it provided more than 1 million free COVID shots to people with limited coverage or no insurance. Now, health centers and departments are worried about how they'll secure funding ahead of the winter respiratory viral season without the program. The Biden administration is currently seeking permanent funding so that routine vaccinations can remain free for adults. Wastewater monitoring in Texas picked up an early signal of the bird flu outbreak. Scientists first noticed the signal in early March. That's about 3 weeks before the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced H5N1 had infected dairy cattle in Texas for the first time. Since first detecting the virus in Texas wastewater, researchers have found it all over the state. The source of the signal is still a mystery. The Texas Epidemic Public Health Institute is using advanced techniques and computers to help sift through the vast soup of genetic material in their wastewater. With this approach, they're able to find viruses they expect to see as well as ones they don't know to look for. Even if your diet consists of 90% eating healthy and 10% eating ultra-processed foods, there are still risks of cognitive decline and stroke. Foods like prepackaged soups, French fries, store-bought cookies and ice cream all fall under the ultra-processed category. Researchers say evidence suggests a higher intake of ultra-processed foods was associated with a 50% higher risk of cardiovascular disease-related death and some mental disorders. More than 100,000 melanomas are estimated to be diagnosed this year, according to the American Cancer Society. While people with darker skin have a lower risk of this skin cancer, research shows it's not often detected and diagnosed until a later stage, which leads to lower survival rates. Mandy Gaither has more with an oncologist on how to spot melanoma and other skin cancers on darker skin.
It's a skin cancer myth experts are trying to debunk. Cancer doesn't only develop on light skin. Anyone can get it, but it may be different on darker skin.
When that melanoma appears, it doesn't really appear in sites that we commonly think where melanoma shows up.
The American Cancer Society says that while melanomas aren't common on darker skin, when they do occur, they may be hard to spot. It can look like this on the sole of feet or appear under a fingernail or on the palm of a hand. Melanoma can also grow in or near the scalp like this, which is why experts say it's critical to know your skin and watch for changes.
If you're not looking at those places that you don't typically think about, then when the melanoma is caught, it may be more advanced, it can be deeper.
Other skin cancers can look different on darker skin too, including basal cell carcinoma, which might look lighter or darker than the person's usual skin tone. Kaposi sarcoma, it usually appears as tumors on the skin or places like inside the mouth, but can happen on other parts of the body too. And squamous cell carcinoma, most of which can be cured with treatment or minor surgery.
The same concept of looking for something that looks different than everything else that might be in that area, looking for something that's new. And if it's non-healing or bleeding, those are all reasons to bring it to the attention of your healthcare provider.
The American Cancer Society says risk of melanoma rises with age, but it's not uncommon in younger adults, even those under the age of 30. In fact, the organization says it's one of the most common cancers in young adults, especially women. The Chippewa Valley continues to search for long-term healthcare solutions with the departure of HSHS and Prevea. Now a locally rooted group is taking steps to bring a hospital of its own to the region. The Chippewa Valley Health Cooperative was formed in February. Since then, it's been able to quickly develop a plan for the $200 million plus hospital. The new hospital will have 60 to 70 beds with an emergency room and more than 100 independent physicians. Lead advisor Mike Sanders says fast-tracking this project is crucial.
It's critical for the community, for the care in the community, for the economic impact, and it's critical for our success.
Sanders adds why it's important for Oakleaf Medical Network to provide the primary medical staff for the hospital.
Well, in terms of healthcare workers, virtually every healthcare organization in the country is recruiting. So we want these folks to stay here and give them options in the Chippewa Valley for good jobs.
Chippewa Valley Health Cooperative hopes to have a location by August. Sanders also says it'll be at least 3 years until it opens, but they plan to bring some services that don't require inpatient beds sooner, like cancer treatment and cardiology. 40 years ago, the village of Barneveld was rocked by a massive F5 tornado that killed 9 people and destroyed more than 90 homes. One of the reasons the storm was so deadly is that it hit at nearly 1 o'clock in the morning when most people were in bed. Early warning technology was also less advanced in 1984. No internet, no cell phones, even TV stations shut down after the 10 o'clock news. News 8 Now Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart shows us the impact of the storm, not only on the lives of those in its path, but on the way we prepare for severe weather today.
CBS News, this is Judy Muller.
The buildings that are left are destroyed beyond belief. It looks like they've burned.
Drive through Barneveld and you'll see few signs of the disaster that struck here nearly 40 years ago. They've done a good job rebuilding over the years, but no one here has forgotten.
I was planning to go to a wedding in Minnesota the next day, so I was doing things to be prepared for that.
The folks who call rural Wisconsin home are no strangers to severe weather. Most new storms would hit at some point that day. It was night they weren't prepared for.
You knew a storm was coming, but we had never thought it would be a tornado.
I bought the place in March and built away in June.
Al Wright, a local EMT, was driving home from Madison after transporting a patient. Fortunately, he missed the tornado, but did run into the damage.
And our dispatch says, where are you? And I told him where we were, and you coming back from a call, like that. And he says, get back to town, your town's been destroyed.
By sunrise, the toll was becoming apparent. 9 dead, nearly 200 wounded. 90% of the town was destroyed. For Al Wright, time came to a stop.
It'll never be plugged in again.
This would be Jimmy Myers, his
Mother
and father.
Keith Hurlbut credits luck for keeping him and his family alive.
We didn't have air conditioning. We had a ceiling fan in the living room. So we decided to unfold the hide-a-bed and sleep in the living room, the ceiling fan. After the tornado, when we left my boy's bedroom and walked down the hall, we walked by our bedroom door, and our neighbor's car was through the wall and in our bedrooms.
Others weren't so lucky.
I had a cousin, his wife, and their daughter, all 3 killed. And then the one son was paralyzed.
In the days that followed, folks came from across the Midwest to help the survivors.
The world reached out to us, and they truly, truly did.
Meteorologists came to study the tornado itself, to determine its place on the Fujita scale. The scale was developed by Dr. Ted Fujita to determine strength of the tornado based on its destruction. To make matters worse, it was a fast-moving tornado, estimated at moving over 60 miles per hour. Still, one thing remained standing.
It was empty at the time. It was going through maintenance.
Village board member Mike Peterson hopes to rebuild the memorial that once stood in the heart of the city, commemorating those who lost their lives that terrible Friday in 1984.
So our goal is to raise $500,000, and we're at about $126,000.
In the years that followed, the science of predicting deadly storms has improved. Advancements in Doppler radar, satellite imagery, have given us more advanced warning. We're also better at recovering from disaster events, thanks to the efforts of those who stayed behind and picked up the pieces.
That's probably what made me decide to join the fire department in the fall, and proceed down the path towards becoming an emergency manager.
The F scale was improved in 2007 and is now called the Enhanced Fujita Scale, or EF for short, like the EF1 tornado that happened near Rolling Stone, Minnesota earlier this week on Tuesday. Finally, on an interesting or unique note, and a story I know Greg loves, Miller Lite made a commercial at Barneveld about the village's resolve and rebuilding efforts that aired in April 1986. Time now is 6:36. Here is News 8 meteorologist Bill Grall to tell us what to expect for our morning commute. What can we expect out there today, Bill?
Well, it's looking good for that morning commute. Just some isolated showers far north. By the way, I'm going to date myself here. I remember when I first started in TV, some of the stations did sign off during the overnight, and that was in 1998. So yeah, in the 80s, a lot of the stations signed off for the night. Not the case anymore, though. And let's head outside through CityCam. Skies are partly to mostly cloudy, some clouds drifting in from the west, but all is quiet and dry on the roads this morning, with the exception of a few isolated showers far north. I'll show those to you on radar in just a moment. Otherwise, partly cloudy, warmer today. You'll need those sunglasses with temperatures in the mid-70s to lower 80s. There are those isolated showers racing across portions of Dunn, Chippewa, Rusk, and Clark counties. The rest of us staying dry this morning with just some passing clouds. Current temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and we will see warmer highs today in the mid-50s, mid-70s to lower 80s, right around 81 in La Crosse. Not as breezy today as well. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break. Alexandra?
And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8, starting with Beckett, turning 8 months old. She loves spending time outside and playing with her big sister. Twins Caleb and Maxwell are turning 8 years old today. They love to wrestle and play basketball. And Brooks is turning 8 also. He loves playing baseball, football, and fishing. Bruce is turning 80. He loves being on the family farm and collecting Dodge cars. Happy birthday to all of them. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them. Upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. If your kids are itching to get out on the pitch, you'll want to stick around for our next interview with the president of Rush Wisconsin West Soccer. He'll tell us about the organization's upcoming soccer tryouts.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. Bygoff and Rohde, Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Giving a woman heartbreaking news that her baby has no chance of survival and giving them the option of having an abortion is one of the hardest parts of my job. Politicians like Donald Trump shouldn't be getting in between me and my patients.
We terminated Roe v. Wade.
My patients are worried. They're asking me, what is he going to try to take away next? If Trump was reelected, it would be devastating for women's health care.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea Magnum.
When I eat cereal, I think of, this box is halfway gone. Next time I should get one. And then I just know to write it on the list when I make the list. But you pour the box of cereal, don't even pay attention even how much is in there or when you'll need another one. You don't think of that.
You have helped me realize, like, the male brain. Like mouthwash, I'll pour the last drop out, and I'm like, I think I'm out of mouthwash. Like, do we have any more? And you're like, I don't know.
As you're picking it up and you feel, wow.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch support's can do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
If you've been waiting for the best time to buy furniture, this is it. The King Furniture Memorial Day Weekend Sale, where everything in our showroom has been reduced. Find sofas, sectionals, bedrooms, recliners, dining, and more. Plus 12 months interest-free financing. These deals only last through Memorial Day weekend, as we will be closed on Memorial Day to remember and honor our nation's heroes. Don't miss the King Furniture Memorial Day Weekend Sale. Going on now.
Every week it costs more to feed my family.
Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
Welcome back. A good Thursday morning to you. It is 6:41. Yesterday, right on average with that high of 74, so that officially ended our stretch of 12 days in a row with an above average high temperature, but still not below. 18 of the 22 days this month, we have seen an above average high temperature. Current allergy report showing high symptoms across the board for hickory, tree pollen, and grass pollen. A little bit lower symptoms expected tomorrow due to the chance for a couple rounds of showers and thunderstorms. That's in the mowing forecast as well. Good days for outdoor work today and Saturday. Red light tomorrow, though, because we'll have to dodge some showers and thunderstorms at times. This morning, just some clouds off in the distance there. 52 degrees out at the airport. 52 downtown at the station as well. Winds out of the southeast at 5 and the Mississippi dropping 7.74 feet. Mainly cloudy for you folks in Eau Claire with some showers just to your north. 53, and the Chippewa River is on the rise due to a recent rainfall. Now, temperatures generally in the 40s and 50s this morning. We're at 52 in La Crosse, 53 in Eau Claire, 50 in Winona, 40 in Sparta, 48 in Black River Falls, and 52 in Prairie du Chien. Winds are light or calm if they are blowing generally from the south at around 3 to 8 miles per hour. All right, taking a look at the radar. Again, just some isolated showers in far northern sections of Union area, up towards, Eau Claire, north of there, generally Dunn, Chippewa, Rusk, and Clark counties seeing some of these light showers early this morning, but most of us dry with just some passing clouds. And upstream, that's where we do have another disturbance pulling out of the northern Rockies. This is going to bring a period of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. In fact, a couple rounds. So today, mainly dry with a partly cloudy sky and warmer temperatures. Tonight, clouds increase after midnight. Tomorrow, again, one round of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, and then more showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and early evening before those start to shift to the east with clearing skies overnight and into Saturday. Outside chance for a strong to isolated severe storm, generally about the southeastern half of the viewing area, just a level 1 risk. Again, I'm expecting 2 rounds of storms. The better chance for a strong storm will be with the afternoon and evening storms, gusty winds and hail, the primary threats. Could see another quarter to maybe 3/4 plus of an inch of rainfall with the showers and storms tomorrow. Temperatures today will be warmer, right around 80 or 81 in the La Crosse area, and most of our 65 locations will see highs between about 75 and 81 degrees. So temperatures rising back above average for today. So that small chance for a shower far north early this morning, otherwise partly cloudy, warmer today, 81. Full moon tonight, it's the full flower moon, 61 for the low with clouds increasing after midnight. Tomorrow, couple rounds of showers and thunderstorms, as I mentioned, 72. Saturday, dry, 75. Unfortunately, some rain chances Sunday and Memorial Day, especially on Sunday, with cooler highs in the 60s, right around 70 on Memorial Day. Low 70s and dry next Tuesday and Wednesday. Slight chance of showers and storms next Thursday, 76, and then dry next Friday with highs around 80. That's the latest look at my 8-day forecast. Now here's Alexandra with a guest this morning.
Rush Wisconsin West is preparing for its upcoming summer soccer tryouts. We're joined this morning by Scott Thiesing, president of the organization, to tell us more. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on today.
Yeah, happy to see you. So just tell us a little bit more about the soccer organization.
Sure. Rush Wisconsin West is a local soccer club offering soccer opportunities for kids, boys and girls, ages 3 through 19. We are part of Rush Wisconsin West, is part of Rush Soccer. And Rush Soccer is a national soccer club that has 125 clubs with over 50,000 players. So here locally, we operate independently as a nonprofit, and we have a footprint, a proud footprint here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. The Rush Network is something that's available to us, helps us with infrastructure, player development, coaching development as well.
Okay, and so when are these upcoming tryouts?
So the tryouts are June 3rd through June 6th,
okay.
Coming up on that Monday, June 3rd. We will have 2 time slots in the evenings. We have a 52-acre soccer complex in the industrial park just off of Hauser Street. So we're able to operate offer all of the tryouts at one location in 2 different time slots.
Okay, and are they for everyone, even the 3-year-olds, or how does that work?
Yes, the ages for tryouts are 7 through 19.
Okay.
For 7 through 9, they're mock tryouts. So think of it more of a player placement opportunity. As we get into the ages 10 through 19, we go through some individual trainings, small-sided games and large-sided games where our professional staff can evaluate players as we look to form teams heading into the fall season.
Okay, and do people need to sign up for the tryouts? Can they just show up?
Yes, please register for the tryouts. It helps us with our organization, helps us do some advanced planning as far as getting fields ready, getting everything organized for that. The early bird registration ends on May 26th, so there's a few days left. We are showing really good trending and really good direction. It's very exciting about all the numbers and new players that are coming in as well.
Yeah, soccer is always popular, so definitely encourage them to sign up. And the early bird, there is a discount with that, right?
Correct. Yes, there's a discount involved. Please take advantage of that. Again, it just helps us with preparation.
Okay, great. And so Rush Wisconsin West emphasizes the importance of, not just the sport, but character building too. What can you tell us about that?
Absolutely, it's a big part of who we are. Through Rush, we have 11 core values: respect, unity, passion, and all of these things factor into and weave into our trainings. We want to develop not only soccer players, but also strong character, people of integrity that they can also take off the field and implement those in the classroom, in their families. And so our coaches, with those 11 core values, weave them in throughout the trainings, throughout the season, but also talk about them during the games and the training so they can take them home and we can apply those concepts on and off the field.
And any advice for parents who may be on the fence about registering their kids for soccer or trying out?
Yeah, certainly when it comes to club sports, I think there's 2 things to consider, travel and cost. With the cost component, I think what I would offer is that I think there's value in what we're offering. We have a professional coaching staff. We have an organization that's interested and committed to developing players. And so I think there is value in what we're offering. From a travel standpoint, we do travel for soccer for 2 reasons. One, we are looking for the right level of competition. Our goal is to win 60% of games, lose 30, and tie 10. So we want to find the right level of competition so that players are developing. We do have home games, and so those are hosted at Field for Kids, so parents and grandparents and siblings can come out and watch. But the travel is necessary to find the right level of competition, and that is showing in the player development. As I mentioned, our goal is to win, but we also understand that by losing, there are lessons learned as well.
Yeah, for sure. And where can people go to sign up? What's the website?
Sure, rushwiwest.com. Under Join the Rush, you'll see the information about the tryouts and the various programs that we're offering.
All right, Scott, well, thanks so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Make dinner good tonight with Hardee's new tender platters. Crunchy, juicy chicken dipped in buttermilk and hand-breaded, served with garlic toast, fries, slaw, and an ice-cold drink. Delicious, down to the very last crumb. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Tammy Baldwin is a hypocrite. During COVID, she told us to stay home, but used your money to fly to New York to live with her girlfriend at her lavish multi-million-dollar apartment. Baldwin pretends she's for Wisconsin, then jets off to Hollywood to raise money from celebrities. And Baldwin says she's cleaning up Congress, but hires lobbyists to her D.C. staff. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger. You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's where you'll find the best furniture in the area. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, the prices are better than ever. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, 24-month financing, and even free gas. You'll find incredible savings on furniture for every room in your home. From Daniels Amish, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Stressless, all on sale. Great sale prices, 24-month financing, and even free gas. The Memorial Day sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
It's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Introducing Hardee's Blueberry Biscuits. Make summer mornings sweeter with the goodness of blueberries baked into Hardee's biscuits, drizzled in icing, served warm. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes, those with a special kind of courage or ability, those saving the day, one person at a time. News 8 Now wants to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero. Download the News 8000 app today.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. If you planned on riding your ATV or UTV in Clark County this holiday weekend, you might have to readjust those plans. All of the ATV trails in the county are closed for the foreseeable future while crews continue cleaning up from this week's storms. The county says the Knobby Ridge Off-Road Motorcycle Trail is also closed. Campgrounds and the Wild Rock Horse Trails will remain open while the area gets cleaned up. La Crosse's yard waste and brush site will stay open today for those who are still cleaning up from Tuesday's storms. According to the city, residents can drop off their brush starting in less than 10 minutes at 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. this evening. Only branches that are less than 8 inches in diameter count as brush. Logs, tree trunks, and stumps must be taken to the county landfill on State Highway 16. After the yard waste and brush site closes today, it won't reopen until next Tuesday. If there's an issue with a boulevard tree, call the Parks and Forestry Department. Happening today, Senator Tammy Baldwin is expected to call on her fellow senators to pass a bipartisan border bill. The Democratic senator says the proposed bill would do three main things: secure the border, stop the flow of fentanyl into the U.S., and fix a broken immigration system. The initial package was blocked back in February after pushback from top House Republicans and former President Donald Trump. Senator Baldwin says when voting on the new version of the border bill, she urges her fellow senators to remember that making progress is more important than party lines.
Is this perfect? Well, no. But would it be a huge step in the right direction? Yes. I nor anyone got everything that we wanted in this bill. But in this instance, we cannot let the perfect be the enemy of the good, and we can't allow politics to win out over progress.
President Biden has endorsed the border bill, but it's unlikely the bill will receive the needed 60 votes to advance. The chair of the St. Croix County Democratic Party is running for state senate. Paul Hambleton will seek election in Senate District 10, which now covers parts of St. Croix, Pierce, Pepin, Buffalo, and Trumpelos counties. The retired teacher and union organizer said in a release it's time for a change after 2 decades of Republican majorities. The Chippewa Valley continues its search for long-term healthcare solutions with the departure of HSHS and Prevea. Now, a locally rooted group is taking steps to bring a hospital of its own to the region. Chippewa Valley Health Cooperative was formed in February. Since then, it's been able to quickly develop a plan for the $200 million plus hospital. The new hospital will have 60 to 70 beds with an emergency room and more than 100 independent physicians. Lead advisor Mike Sanders says fast-tracking this project is crucial.
It's critical for the community, for the care in the community, for the economic impact, and it's critical for our success.
Sanders adds why it's important for Oak Leaf Medical Network to provide the primary medical staff for the hospital.
Well, in terms of healthcare workers, virtually every healthcare organization in the country is recruiting. So we want these folks to stay here and give them options in the Chippewa Valley for good jobs.
Chippewa Valley Health Cooperative hopes to have a location by August. Sanders also says it'll be at least 3 years until it opens. They plan to bring some services that don't require inpatient beds sooner, like cancer treatment and cardiology.
Well, other than some isolated showers in far northern sections of the viewing area, generally north of Eau Claire, most spots are dry this morning with just some passing clouds. Temperatures starting off in the 40s and 50s. It's 53 in Eau Claire, 52 in Winona, 48 in Black River Falls, 52 in Prairie du Chien. Partly cloudy, warmer today, not as breezy. Highs in the mid-70s to lower 80s, right around 81 in La Crosse. Couple rounds of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, 72. Dry Saturday, 75. Unfortunately, some rain chances Sunday and Monday, especially Sunday. Cooler Sunday as well, with highs in the 60s.
Thank you, Bill. The World Turtle Day celebration is today. The nonprofit American Tortoise Rescue sponsors it every year to raise awareness about the reptiles. It says organizations around the world put on fundraisers and educational events every May 23rd, and people at home can get involved by posting selfies on social media. This year's theme is Let's Party. According to the rescue, about 60% of the world's turtle species are extinct. Thank you for starting your morning with us on News 8 Now this morning. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your Thursday.